Pakistan have never beaten India in the World Cup. It's been said it's the most common cricketing fact that we know of. And let's ask Ajit Agarkar at this point, with a 5-0 result in World Cups in history on their side, however, is this Pakistan's best chance?
Well, you'd have to say with the kind of form India's in. But if you look at the two teams on paper, India still look the stronger team. Maybe not World Cup experience-wise, but a bit more experience in one-day cricket. You'd expect them to, win this game if they play well enough. Whether it's Pakistan's best chance, I think Pakistan have had a lot better teams over the years, and they've still not managed to get over the line in World Cup games. It's one of those things. Most Indians would want that record to stay, and most Pakistanis would want to have that day today. But look, it's definitely going to be closer. Couple of the World Cup games that I have been part of have both been very, very close games. So it's not that Pakistan haven't had their chances or India has completely thrashed them. Sure. They've always been close games. Fortunately for India, they've always gotten over the line.
Yeah, well, Sydney 1992, young Sachin Tendulkar, man of the match in that one. It went over to Bangalore in the quarterfinals in 1996. That's how it's been for India and Pakistan. It's only gone one way no matter what stage and what place in the world. 1999 then at Edgbaston in Birmingham, when again Pakistan went on to the final, but it was India that won this fixture 0-3 at Centurion, another Tendulkar masterclass. And 2011, probably what the most was at stake in that one, the semi-final in Mohali. So let's just ask Michael Holding. History means very little to current players, often, Mikey. You'd think, who's the more pressure on? The team that's won it all these years and is expected to maintain it? Or a team that's, not won it for so long and therefore there's more pressure, they've got to end the result at some point?
I think Pakistan are under a lot of pressure. I just said it before that Pakistan have had some very good teams, and in my opinion, at some stages they've had better teams than India and just have not been able to win those games. It's about time now they put things together and win one of these games in the World Cup. It's going to be a very important game because everyone wants to make sure that they start off on the right footing in the World Cup. So Pakistan need to win this game. As far as both teams are concerned, as far as balance is concerned, I think with the fact that they are playing in Adelaide will bring both teams together. I think it's very hot there today. It will get hotter. I think it's 35 degrees centigrade, heading towards 40. The pitch is dry. That means it may take a bit of spin. That means it may be close enough to subcontinental conditions for both teams to really have confidence in their game. It should be a close-fought game, but I think Pakistan today need to pull their socks up. I'm not saying they'll win. They need to pull their socks up.
You're going to tell me who's going to pull their socks up and who's going to win?
Well, I mean, you'd have to say at least on paper India looks the stronger team. Their form's not been as good as maybe coming into some of the previous games. Again, a lot of the times like derbies in football, sometimes form goes out of the window in these games. Whoever handles the pressure better in these games generally comes out on top. And look, it'd be tough to go against India at this point, but it'll be a lot closer than some of the other games that have been played over the years.